Mm.
Oh
So
my God. Benny Traylor and Pez Whately. I can't believe this is on TV.
we were saying right there when we were talking about Cassio jacking off the Barbarian. But we were actually talking about there the fact that the match went short and we have a standby match. And this is also the point where I congratulate a couple on a 50th wedding anniversary. And we had a lot of people write in for that. 50th anniversary or later. We write in, wish you happy anniversary. But anyway, so I was,
what the fuck are y'all doing?
Hang on a second. We're saying hello to the fucking old folks.
Do you think Vince McMahon ever did that on his show?
No, he didn't. And he should have.
Well, I mean, he didn't, and he's still in business. So,
okay. Well, we were Willard Scott before his fucking time.
No, well, yeah, and Willard Scott's dead. All right, let me just tell you.
And
what we're never doing on this show is wishing old people happy birthdays or anniversaries. We're not doing that.
All right, right. So,
by the way, shout out to Dave Silva who just celebrated a birthday.
Okay, so anyway, this was a standby match, and what happened here was the match, the angle that they just did, went short. It actually went short. So we had to really bring in a match quickly. And so they had this really shooting standby match because I guess Abdullah didn't want to go long. So it went short. And that's why we had to stand there and fill a little bit. And
so there's a possibility these guys wouldn't even wrestle that night?
That's right. Or maybe would have wrestled on, we tape sometime. We would tape the Saturday morning show too, Championship Wrestling. So yeah, they always had, extra guys around, and the guys would come in anyway, because a lot of times we would work there on a Saturday morning and they would work Columbus, Georgia on a Saturday night. So they would just drive down to Columbus, which is about 90 minutes from Atlanta, as you probably know, and work Columbus, Georgia that night. So there were always guys who maybe were working the house show that night that weren't working TV and were just told to be there anyway. It's how they do now. They have guys show up for TV now and then they don't work them. So I guess nothing's ever changed. Pistol Pez Whately. I liked old Pez, although I never liked the gimmick that when he called himself Shaska.
Why didn't you like that?
Because he wanted to be called like Shaka. Like Shaka Zulu King, right? But he called it Shaska. And it was like, Pez, there's no Shaska. There's Shaka Zulu King. He said, well, I'm going to call myself Shaska. I said, okay. All right, Pez. Anyway, when he turned heel on Jimmy the Boogie Woogie Man Valiant.
By the way, while we're recording this, I just got an offer in my inbox for a Tony Schiavone appearance. Apparently there's going to be a convention coming up fairly soon. It's within driving distance of you. And the one and only Francine will be appearing.
Oh.
And they asked, hey, would Tony be interested in appearing here? And I said, well, what's the offer? And they said, what would it take? And I said, 2 packets of Blue Chew.
I knew it was a joke.
No, it's real. Like okay. Francine is booked and within driving distance for a convention.
Okay.
And they want to know if you'll make the trip.
Well, I might. Is she still married?
What does that have to do with anything? You were married last week when you had sex with that prostitute in Las Vegas. You made an exception then. Why wouldn't you say she couldn't make that?
Shaska Whately.
That was the girl's name last week too. Tony knows Shaska. She didn't look like a Shaka Zulu, but whatever.
Hey, got a 2 count.
I didn't know Tony liked them all tatted up. I mean, this girl had sleeves, a whole back piece.
Really?
By the way, one of the things he's doing now, since he's going through this midlife crisis, is he's got a gold cross necklace.
Okay.
And he's been listening to enough rap where when I saw him come over and he had his shirt open enough, like, he's in an extra from Goodfellas. He's got these 3 gold chains. And I said, Tony, are you wearing 3 chains? And he picked that one up. And he said, yep, that's my new Jesus piece.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh my gosh.
Tony.
What's going on?
Nicely done, sir.
Thank you, buddy. Living a high life, And where's Francine going to be again?
Well, I'm not going to say the city, but I'll just say it's driving distance.
Okay.
And it's happening in the middle of August.
Okay.
So you in?
Well, forward me the information and or what, just give me the date and I'll look it up.
Look it up.
I'm sure I can do it. If the baseball team's home, it's easy. If they're on the road, it's a little bit more difficult. I got to plan for things. I can't just say yes and then things happen.
Oh,
but hey, this match has really given us some quality minutes here, isn't it?
I wanted to thank you for finally following me on Twitter.
No, we hate all of you.
I didn't follow you on Twitter.
I want to ask you something. Popped up this last week. I know you're going to be mad about this, but Brandon Stroud tweeted out footage from a Nitro pre-show that was not supposed to make air, but somehow somebody got their hands on it, and it's you in San Antonio. And I'm going to go ahead and let our listeners have a listen here, and then I want you to respond.
Don't direct your attention to us. We hate all of you. I hate every one of you. Everyone who has a sign, everyone who has a kid, I hate every one of you.
Now, I retweeted that and said, ladies and gentlemen, the real Tony Schiavone, with an arrow pointing down. And within 48 hours, I had 382,000 impressions on that tweet, which is just unbelievable coverage. And you quoted this kind fellow, a great friend of the show, Mr. Brandon Stroud. And you said, not really sure this audio was me. However, go fuck yourself at Mr. Brandon Stroud. And that previous sentence was me.
Yeah.
When did you become Jim Cornette?
I at that moment, I did.
Well, talk me through this.
You've all got a kid. You've all got a son.
Is he a friend of the show's? Brandon Stroud?
Great friend of the show. Talks about us all the time. Puts us over every chance he gets.
Does he? Okay.
Yeah.
Brandon, let me say this. Sometimes I do things, in fun on Twitter and just to try to stir the thing. In that case, I was not. Brandon, go fuck yourself. So I just thought I'd let him know that.
Why is this Pistol Pez Whately match getting the most fucking time of anything here?
It's a standby match. We didn't think we'd have to have it. So we got to fill time here.
Why don't you get, like wrestlers people care about?
Well, pick out one.
Ric Flair.
Hey, okay. You think he's going to work on TV?
Oh, he did all the time. He wrestled George South here for 30 minutes once.
It's over.
Thank God.
Yeah.
That's what Shaska said in Vegas.
And 2-2.
It's over.
Oh,
seriously,
well,
how much do you think came out of you that day?
Why do you keep?
I'm just saying, you had one in the chamber since probably what, Nitro?